Over 100 people have vanished into the Amazon rainforest, not searching for gold or fame, but for a ghost. A ghost named Percy Fawcett, who himself disappeared almost a century ago, chasing a legendary lost city. This was no ordinary adventurer. Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett, a British explorer, surveyor, and cartographer. A man of formidable will and unwavering belief in the unseen. His obsession? A sprawling, ancient metropolis he called Zed. A city rumored to hold untold riches and advanced civilization, hidden deep within the impenetrable Brazilian Amazon. In 1925, Fawcett, now 58, embarked on what would be his final expedition. With him, his eldest son Jack, and Jack's best friend, Raleigh Rimmel. A trio driven by an insatiable quest. Their last known message, dated May 29, 1925, described reaching a location they named Dead Horse Camp. From there, they wrote, they would journey into truly uncharted territory. Beyond Dead Horse Camp, the map was blank. The jungle swallowed them whole, a vast green ocean of unknown perils, jaguars, anacondas, disease, and indigenous tribes protective of their lands. Weeks turned into months, months into years. The dispatches stopped. Percy Fawcett, his son Jack, and Raleigh Rimmel simply vanished. Without a trace. The news sent shockwaves across the globe. Headlines screamed of their disappearance, fueling a public fascination that transcended mere curiosity, bordering on obsession. Numerous rescue expeditions launched, often themselves ill-fated. Explorers, fortune seekers, and romantics ventured into the green hell, many never to return. The rainforest claimed them too. What was it about Fawcett that made him so confident, so unyielding? He believed Zed existed, based on ancient legends and a mysterious 18th-century document discovered in a Lisbon archive. For nearly a century, the legend of Zed, and the fate of Fawcett, has haunted adventurers. It's a tale of discovery, hubris, and the raw, untamed power of nature. A story that still claims lives. Did Fawcett find Zed? Was he killed? Or did he choose to stay, living among the very people he sought? The answers lie buried somewhere in the heart of darkness, waiting to be found. The last confirmed communication from Percy Fawcett's expedition came in May 1925. From a remote outpost known as Dead Horse Camp, deep within the Mato Grosso region of Brazil, Fawcett dispatched his final dispatches and a letter to his wife, Nina. This final letter, crucial to understanding their intentions, detailed their location and unwavering optimism. He expressed confidence in reaching his destination, despite the challenging terrain and hostile conditions. It was a message of hope, not despair. Fawcett described the route ahead, indicating they would pass through the upper Zinga River region, heading east towards their fabled Zed. He was preparing to cross a vast, unexplored territory, entering lands virtually unknown to the outside world. With him were his eldest son, Jack Fawcett, a dedicated companion, and Raleigh Rimmel, a family friend and experienced explorer. Three men, facing the immense unknown, pushing deeper into the jungle than any European before them. Their last known location, according to Fawcett's dispatch, was 11 degrees 43 minutes south latitude and 54 degrees 35 minutes west longitude. They bid farewell to their Brazilian guides, instructing them to return, as they prepared to vanish beyond the frontier. The message concluded with, "We are prepared to take every precaution necessary." Then, silence. May 29, 1925. That was the last the world ever heard directly from Colonel Percy Fawcett and his party. Weeks turned into months. The expected return date passed without a trace. Initial concern in London slowly morphed into a chilling dread. The British Royal Geographical Society, a long-time supporter, grew increasingly alarmed. The immediate assumptions pointed to the inherent dangers of the Amazon: disease, animal attacks, or simply becoming hopelessly lost in the unforgiving labyrinth of the jungle. The vastness itself was a formidable foe. Another pervasive fear was hostile encounters with indigenous tribes. Uncontacted and fiercely protective of their territories, these communities were often viewed as a significant threat to intruding expeditions. Was this their fate? Despite the growing alarm, official search efforts were slow and initially inadequate. The sheer scale and remoteness of the Amazon, coupled with the political instability of the region, made a coordinated rescue operation almost impossible. The most unsettling detail of the investigation was the absolute lack of evidence. No bodies were found, no personal effects, no equipment, no discernible signs of struggle or even a camp. They simply vanished, leaving behind only questions. This profound absence of answers fueled the legend. Percy Fawcett's disappearance became one of the greatest enduring mysteries of the 20th century, sparking decades of speculation, numerous expeditions, and a worldwide fascination with his quest for the Z. With no trace left behind, Fawcett's disappearance fueled endless speculation. What truly happened to the intrepid explorer and his party? The immediate assumption, given the region, pointed to conflict with indigenous tribes. Fawcett knew the risks of the unexplored territories. Dr. Anna Silva, an anthropologist, explains, many tribes guarded their lands fiercely. Fawcett, despite his diplomacy, faced unpredictable encounters. Another grim possibility was the unforgiving Amazon itself: disease, starvation, or a fatal accident in the relentless jungle. The environment was a constant adversary. Malaria, dysentery, venomous creatures, the jungle claimed many lives silently. Survival expert Mark Jensen, even for experienced explorers, one wrong turn, one contaminated water source, could spell disaster far from help. But a more intriguing theory emerged: did Fawcett choose to disappear? To live among a newly discovered, utopian civilization? Fawcett's letters often spoke of an almost spiritual connection to the Amazon, and his unwavering, almost zealous belief in Z. Historian Dr. Elias Vance, he was a man driven by obsession. The idea of truly going natives wasn't entirely out of character for his singular vision. This theory suggests he found his lost city of Z, and for reasons unknown, decided to stay, severing all ties to his former life. Archaeologist Professor Lena Khan, while that lost city theory in a literal sense is unlikely, interaction with isolated groups is plausible. But staying forever? Highly speculative. Decades later, the theories remain just that, theories. No definitive proof has ever surfaced, leaving Fawcett's fate forever shrouded in mystery.